What is private equity? Let's learn this in this specific video on understanding private equity concepts. I am your learning partner, Sushila Hariharan. Equity is of two categories, private equity and public equity. As the term equity implies proportionate ownership, it means that as an equity holder, you are entitled to ownership over the cash flows of the company, which includes dividends and any other cash flows accruing from sale of assets. Private equity refers to equity that is contributed by founders and private equity funds. At the very last stage, retail investors also enter into the equity ownership pattern. Let's take a look at what is private equity. As the term suggests, equity is ownership, and this ownership is private, so it is limited to a few set of investors. This equity is not listed on any stock exchanges like NYSE, LSE, or NSE, and this equity typically is largely owned by two categories of investors. These include the founders or the promoters, as well as venture capital firms who have contributed to the capital in order to increase the growth of the business. The main attribute of this equity is that the investors hold it for a minimum lock-in period. This lock-in period implies that the investors cannot sell the equity till the lock-in period is over. This lock-in period thus binds the investor to the company. That's the hallmark of private equity investment. How does this transformation take place from private equity to public equity? This happens through a very elaborate process called as the initial public offering. So this makeover of private equity to public equity happens on an IPO after listing it on the various stock exchanges. Once it's listed on the stock exchanges, it is called as public equity because it brings into category a new set of investors. These are the retail investors. The retail investors are the small investors like you and me who trade on the stocks on the stock markets through different portals. What are the features of private equity which are not included over here? Unlisted, lock-in, promoters, and stock exchange. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm waiting for your answers in the comment section below.